Welcome to the Freedom Project podcast. My name is Tom Foxley. These are the 10 best books I read in 2024 and why you should read them too. The number of books you could read is endless, with each one promising huge growth and some kind of hidden answer to your problem. In reality, all each book does is offer us a single piece of the puzzle. It's just one more data point. The goal of reading isn't to completely change your life with each book you read. It's to gather just one useful idea, one concept, or one tool to incrementally move your life toward more quality. This year, I've read more than I've ever done, both this intense studying to grow as a coach and for joy too. The books I'm going to discuss are the 11 books that I've read this year, or maybe reread, and that I would recommend to you if you're going to focus on leveling up in 2025, building the business you dream of, building the lifestyle you dream of. Now, there's some that are going to apply to you, there's some that won't. Pick and choose. The first of these is Polyvagal Theory in Therapy by Deb Dana, and this is a deep book. It's probably not the one to start this list with if I was thinking about capturing you, but it is one that is there to aid you and give you some foundational growth. It's probably a little too complex for your initial forays into personal development, but it's helped me so much. The foundations of so much of my resilience training for my clients actually come from this book. What it's going to do for you is help you understand the physiological reasons behind your mood, your state, and your behaviors. It's this huge piece of a self-development puzzle. The second book, The Creative Act by Rick Rubin, it shows you how to turn your search for freedom into your craft. He's the man behind the success of so many artists, from Adele to the Beastie Boys, to the Red Hot Chili Peppers to Eminem. And in this book, you'll find so many wise words about how to create work that moves people. Third, pretty left field choice, the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is a Hindu Upanishad, and that's basically one of the stories or myths that is foundational to the religion. What I took from this book was the benefit and the duty to contribute to other people's life as my primary objective in my own life. Before I read this book, I was a more selfish person. For some of you, this is going to resonate. For others, you're going to hate it. Number 4, The Lion Tracker's Guide to Life. I first heard the author Boyd Varty on Tim Ferriss's podcast. His book, The Lion Tracker's Guide to Life, is a calling to see life as an adventure. In it, Varty recommends you begin tracking your purpose as a lion tracker tracks their animals. Here's the most important lesson I took from it. The path of not knowing is just as important as the path of knowing. In other words, pay attention to the feelings of where you're at. 5, A Brave New World. This is a classic novel that describes a dystopian view of the future. It's this parallel to Orwell's 1984. You may think this is a strange book recommendation for personal growth, and in truth, it's insanely powerful. By reading this, it helps you become stupidly conscious of the choices you're making around falling into the same patterns as everyone else's, or in other words, you're living authentically. 6, The Big Leap. The Big Leap introduces you to the concept of upper limits. What boundaries have you set yourself that you're running into, in other words? Now, I think that this book is a simplification of the process to personal growth, but what this book does is allow you to reframe your biggest challenge as your greatest opportunity. And also, Gay Hendrick, the author, his writing is insanely powerful. 7, The 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership. The 15 Commitments is a book for those who want to grow. It's for leaders. The work in here around emotional intelligence is just foundational for those seeking another level of performance. And this book actually changed how I taught the members of my Mental Fitness Academy about mastering your emotions. It is a super valuable read. 8, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. This could be my third or fourth time through this classic, and this time it just hit different and it affected me at a really deep level. It showed me about pursuing quality of life rather than following the rat race. It also showed me how to break down life into manageable chunks. It's a really, really wonderful book. 9, this is Josh Waitzkin's The Art of Learning. It's written by Josh Waitzkin, obviously. He's a chess prodigy turned martial artist, and this book reveals key principles for mastering any skill. It's about embracing challenges and learning deeply and sustainably. You can read this to understand the mindset and the habits of mastery and how to apply them to your own pursuits. And 10, The Beginning of Infinity by David Deutsch. This is an ambitious exploration of how human knowledge expands, and it dives into science and philosophy and the nature of any progress. It challenges you to think bigger about what's possible. It's this insanely positive book, and it's going to inspire you to think differently about how you make progress in life. And finally, Essentialism. Essentialism is this wonderful book by Greg McKeown that, again, it's my third or fourth time through this, I think. I just kind of flicked through my notes, but it's such a key reminder to think about what is the one thing that you need to focus on now. So today's question: what could you learn about the world that would most positively impact your life? So go and find a book that teaches you about that.